What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here with a new way of looking at things. I know my wall back here is still pretty plain. I just got myself a new camera, and I'm trying not to use my webcam anymore unless I'm doing videos for games and other things like that. But I'm going to try to use my new camera that I was able to buy. It's a portable, it's a camcorder, so setting it up things will take time, but it's okay. It should be better than my webcam, but we'll see what happens when I get all that stuff done together. But anyways, another week, another comic book pickups of the week. I went around and bought a whole bunch of more comic books, of course. Decided to this week is Where's the World Comic Con, so I'm gonna have to do a little work around that. I'm trying to get prepared still. I got almost everything pretty much locked down. I just need to find some food. Try to get some food and pack some snacks and other little things like that. So, but anyways, let's get started here. I'm actually going to go through all the comic books that I bought this week. This one will go up to the side because those are for later. But these ones should be the newer comic books that I was able to get this week. Not a lot this week, I should say. I kind of scrunched up a little bit just to grab a little bit more, but I didn't have too many that I was looking forward to. So unfortunately, I didn't get a lot. So we'll see what happens here. We have Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. As you know, these are all issue 28s, but they talk about a different perspective from a different you have the Autobots, you got you have perspective from Megatron. Yeah, well, this one's from Megatron. You have perspective from Optimus, and then you got perspective from Windblade. I think that's what her name was. But hopefully the next one, and I'm pretty sure the next one will probably follow up after this one. But I gave this a quick read, and it was pretty, it's pretty good. So I won't give it a grade because, like I said, it was just a quick read, and I just went through it real quick. So next up will be Rye from Valiant, issue 1. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the artwork from this one. I still don't know what the heck is going on, or really don't know why everything is like that. It's kind of like a futuristic Tokyo, and robots are there's no really any murders in hundreds of years, or is it thousands of years, and you get once in a while, and this person Rai actually comes out and deals with it. So like I said, the artwork's pretty cool. He being a samurai was pretty cool. I don't know if he's a robot or is he human, or a mixture of both, something, so we'll see what happens. But reading through it, I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5. Like I said, the artwork is awesome. The storyline is still kind of jumbled up, but we'll see what happens later on once issue 2 comes out. So that is Rye from Valiant, Rye issue 1. So next up will be Batman Beyond Universe number 9. Love the cover for that. Hopefully I'm getting this straight. Like I said, unfortunately I just gave this a quick read through it. Like I said, my time has been a little bit short this week. I'm trying to get everything prepared, so I only read through a few of these. But these are just collections of different stories for Batman Beyond universe, I guess. You have a story about Wonder Woman and Superman. You have a story about a different universe of Terry McGinnis. And I forgot another one, and they just kind of go through, and then you get the Justice Lords Beyond. So, and it does uncover a 1 out of 4. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing more later on. So, won't give this a score because I really didn't I just skimmed through this one. Next up will be V Wars issue 1 from IDW. This is a pretty weird premise. It's like this war. People are turning into vampires. And we have people who are trying to stop it. Then something happens, and now we're fighting against these vampires that and then that's the reason why it's called V Wars, I guess, Vampire Wars. So you know what? I thought it was pretty decent. I really do want to see what happens on the next next book. Does have a pretty cool premise, and it's a little gory. So just in case you go into it, it is, like I said, you can tell from the cover. There's a lot of blood on the cover, and there's a vampire there, of course, and it's a pretty cool read. So, like I said, I would like to see what happens on the next book. I'm still probably looking forward to it. This really just came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just pick it up and see what it is. So it's a pretty good pickup. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. Next up, it is Batman Eternal issue 4. These are weekly, so we'll see another one. We'll see another one probably next week. They're coming out quick with these. I wish they do these kind of like this most of the time. I would love to see like a Superman, Unchained or something come out every week, or Superman, Wonder Woman come out every week. I would be pretty happy with that. But Batman Eternal, as I said, if you've read or watched my videos before, I thought they were pretty decent. Read this one, and I just like the crossovers of different heroes into one. Like this one has Batman helping Batgirl, and Batgirl's just being pretty mad, of course. If you know what happened to Commissioner Gordon, he gets jailed for doing all this stuff to Gotham, and you get a little glimpse of how they're dealing with it. Mostly Batgirl, and she's just beating up on people. So this is actually a pretty cool read this week. It's kind of getting to me now. So I'm pretty excited to go and see what the next one is. And like I said, you don't really have to wait too long, so it kind of sticks with you. Other books where it just they kind of just go every once or twice a month, or maybe even like once every other month or something like that. So I'm pretty excited for the next issue of Batman Eternals. And for this one, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I really did enjoy this one. Like I said, over 1, 2, and 3. I thought 3 was good too, but for number issue 4, I like a little bit more. So next up is probably the biggest comic book of the week, just because of what has happened from Superior Spider-Man. This is actually the Amazing Spider-Man issue 1, the newest issue for Amazing Spider-Man. This one picks up after what happened in Superior Spider-Man. This is just a collection of different stories of Spider-Man, and this one has a variant cover. Unfortunately, it does have a nick on the top of the cover here, which is pretty sad because the comic book store that I went to, all of them had little nicks on the top. I would love to have this cover being pretty perfect. And it came with I think 4 covers. One was a baby Spider-Man cover. One was this one, the one I have. One was one that looks like from Amazing Spider-Man, the past issues. And there's the original one. So I picked this one because it looks pretty cool. I just like how he looks, the drawing for this one. I don't know who drew this. Maybe there's a name on there. Nope, doesn't have one. But I just like how it looks. So, and like I said, it's just a collection of stories of Spider-Man. What happens, the fallout of Peter Parker, and he's just kind of like what happened in Superior Spider-Man. He's kind of picking up pieces, trying to put things together again. Whatever Otto Octavius kind of messed up, he was just trying to pick up pieces, and there's a little collection of stories throughout the book here. So it's a pretty good read if you want to read some pretty. It's a thick book, so I think it's like probably 100 something pages, close to 100 probably something pages, but it's a really thick book, and it's a pretty cool read. This will be probably my recommendation of the week, of course. Not a lot of people. I was hearing a lot of people at the comic store like, yeah, I'm just here to pick up whatever the Spider-Man. I'm like, oh, come on. And it's a pretty good read. Just like I said, this is a collection of stories. So, and that one I'll be giving it a 4 out of 5. Next up will be Silver Surfer issue 2, and I'm really enjoying Silver Surfer. I mean, The artwork is a little you know, I'm not too a big fan of the artwork, but it kind of sticks on to you. At least it doesn't look like She-Hulk, I guess, which I heard She-Hulk is getting a new art, new pencilers, or not penciler, yeah, penciler. New artist, I guess. So I'm pretty excited to see what changes from the old She-Hulk to the new one. So we'll see what happens. But reading this one, I can't remember what's the main villain's name here. Like Mistress Never, I don't know, something like that. But you learn a little bit more of what's going to be happening to Silver Surfer. Why? What's her name? I forgot her name, but why was she chosen to be the person that Silver Surfer has to save, or you know, things will turn bad. So that's pretty cool. And just reading through this, like I said, Silver Surfer is pretty awesome. I know nothing about Silver Surfer other than, you know, watching the TV show from a while back. But like I said, this is a pretty good read. Fortunately, like I said, these are a little slower to release. I think it's like once per month. I would like to, you know, see more per week. I should say once at least, you know, once or twice, maybe 2 to 3 times per month. So almost once a week. But like I said, really did enjoy this. Giving it a 3 out of 5. And like I said, I want to read what's happening because something happens at the end, and you kind of just like, oh, cliffhanger, as of course as almost every comic book does. So. Then actually not the last one. The next one is Forever Evil Aftermath, Batman versus Bane. And I know nothing about Forever Evil. I should probably pick that up. I just decided to go with this one because it had, you know, cool cover, and you know, Batman versus Bane, of course. But in this one, it just talks about what happens after. I guess what happens after Forever Evil. Bane has pretty much become the Dark Knight of Gotham, so he's taken over, and you know, I guess Batman kind of disappears for a bit, and you know, Bane has pretty much taken hold of the city. He's the protector, he's the enforcer, he's, you know, doing things like that. And then, you know, Batman comes back, of course. He has to be back because it has to be Batman versus Bane. And they just, you know, rough it, tough it out. So it's pretty cool read, pretty cool action in the game, in the book here. So if you like a little bit more action pace, this is actually a really good book to pick up. But it's just a one shot, so maybe we'll see a little bit more of Forever Evil Aftermath from you know, different heroes of what happened during Forever Evil. So for this one, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. And like I said, last but not least, this is Furious from Dark Horse. Again, this is I'm really enjoying Furious. I don't know why, but it's just pretty cool to read. It's a pretty cool book. The drawings, I thought it was pretty good too. You learn a little bit more of who the villain is in Furious. It's you know, you read through it, and you know, everybody thinks is Furious is you know, or the Beacon as she wants to be called, but everybody just calls her Furious. You learn a little bit more about her, and then you know, you learn that, you know, she's just atoning for something, and something that she has done wrong. And then, you know, there's one scene in here where, you know, everybody's scared of her because they've seen the bad side of her. They haven't really seen the good side of her. And there's a part where they're invited her into this kind of newsroom, and you know, they're interviewing her and things like that. And you know, she comes up and you know, she shakes everybody's hands and does things like that. And you know, you see the really good side of her, instead of her just, you know, crushing people left and right, and you know, beating people up. But I won't spoil the ending for you, but it's a pretty good read. 3 out of 5. Anyways, that is pretty much it for the new comics, new comic pickups of the week. These are some of the the back issues, and of course, I love going through back issues. I pretty much, you know, cleaned out a lot of the ones I want from all the comic book stores that I've gone to. So a lot of it's going to be just more online kind of deal. Maybe I'll find 1 or 2 that, you know, I missed or something like that. But anyways, let's get started here. JSA Classified Issue 2. We got Superman Issue 2. This is the 1987 one. the second volume, I guess. Next one is Justice League of America 2. This is one with the Jim Lee, I guess, drawing and the cover, or the cover, I should say. I think it's Jim Lee. Next up will be X-Men issue 8. This is the volume 2 one. And of course, I'm continuing the issues for a team up with Spider-Man. Firestorm, the Nuclear Man issue, was it 3? This is actually, I think this is the first appearance of Killer Frost. So, there's actually 2 Killer Frosts. This is the original Killer Frost. So, I decided to pick that up. This one is actually Justice League of America. This is one I want to actually get signed at SpringCon, with Dan Jurgens is going to be there. So I got this one in Superman issue, Man of Steel issue 15, the death of Superman. So I'm going to get this one and that one signed. So we'll see what happens. Next up will be Final Crisis issue 1 out of 7. Next up will be Final Crisis Superman Beyond 3D. These are the 3D cover, 1 out of 2. And Final Crisis Superman 3D, 2 out of 2. Next up will be Superman issue 0. I don't remember. It's another. There you go. And I still haven't figured out if I want him to sign this one or the Justice League one yet. So, and of course, I'm a big fan of the DC Universe Online. I had to get it. So, DC Universe Online Legends issue 2. Do I have this one? I don't remember. I should have probably looked. I thought I might only have the first one. So, Batman Arkham City issue 1. I'm going to get this signed by Carlos Denda, who's the artist for Arkham City. So, pretty cool. And I got to separate all these again. Batman Beyond Unlimited issue 8. Amazing Spider-Man issue 224. The vulture on the back there. Rocket Girl issue 1. And Black Science issue 2. I think I have this one. Maybe I did. I don't know why. I should probably check them. I do have it all saved on my phone, and I don't really look at it, so we'll see what happens. We will see. We will see. That just means I have an extra Black Science, I guess. Okay, so these are the ones that I want to get signed by some of the artists that are coming to Wizard World Comic-Con at Minneapolis. So, as of course, if you're in the Minneapolis area, go ahead and head down there. It's actually Friday through Saturday, or Sunday I should say. Saturday is free comic book day, so don't forget about that. I will probably try not to miss it, but we'll see what happens. If I get caught up in the Comic-Con, I will probably miss it. But anyways, these 2 are the ones I want to get signed. I don't know which one yet, because from Neil Adams, of course. This one is a little bit in a rough shape. It has a giant fold on the top there, so I don't know if I want to get that one signed. But this is Batman issue 245. And then this one is Superman. Was it issue 2 through 3? This one's a little bit better shape, so either one of these 2, if I can get them to sign both of them, that would be awesome, but we'll see what happens. And next up will be Action Comics 864. I think Jeff Johns. Is it Jeff Johns going to be there? I don't remember. She probably did more work, but I want him to get this signed, of course. This one will be Adventures of Superman 513, Guardian Project. Mr. Kiesel, I think so, is going to be there, so I wanted to get this one signed. And next up will be the amazing Spider-Girl. This one's from, oh man, Arthur Sudan. So, and of course I do have a different one that I just like how it looks. That's it, Spider-Girl. And I do have another one I want him to try to get signed here. Marvel Zombies 2. Which is also another Arthur Sudan, so I don't know which one yet. But once it gets closer, I'll pick one. If you can get both of them, that'd be awesome. But if it's just one, I'll just want this one then. The Marvel Zombies 2. But next up will be Mike Grell is also coming. So this one is Superman, or Superboy, and starring the Legion of Superheroes. And that's pretty cool. It's a really thick book, 100 pages, so. Then this one is, oh man, I don't even remember who this is. Can't be, but I just want these to get signed. This one is another one by, I should probably do my homework again. But like I said, I'm going to write them in the back here so I know who the artist or who I'm trying to get it signed by. This one is, I think, Mike Grell, too. This was actually Transformers. Issue 2. That's pretty cool. This one is by, oh man. Well, this is X Factor issue 1. I want to get that one signed. This one's Green Lantern Rebirth by Ethan Van Sciver? I can't say his name right, but I wanted to get this one signed because I think they're freaking awesome artwork. I think Ethan is the one that does this one too, the Wonder Woman one, which I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman, so. And last but not least, it is Wonderland by Wonderland Asylum. I don't remember who was the artist for this one. I gotta look it up again. This is actually not the artist, but the artist for the covers. And that's pretty much it for the comic books I want to get signed. I know I probably won't get all of them, so I'm really just going for Neil Adams and Mike Grell, of course, because that's an awesome book. So anyways, that's pretty much it for, actually, one more thing before I head off. I did buy this awesome, I don't want to flip it or anything, but because all the cards are out there, but this is Legendary from it's actually a card-based game or deck building game from I guess Marvel. It's actually pretty cool. I haven't played any of these deck building games. I play trading card games, of course, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that, but that has been long gone. And, I looked into, some of these deck building games, and I decided to go with Marvel because, first of all, how cool the box is. It's freaking huge. I'll just take the top off here. You get the cover there. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about the DC one too, which I didn't see at Source Comics and Games. I saw a different one. It has like Shazam and pretty sure it's just a different heroes. But I actually want the one with the Justice League, of course, with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. But like I said, I never really played any of these, and I've gone through a few of them with my brother and my cousin. And it's actually we had fun. We were playing around with it for like hours, and we're just going through it, trying to get the hold of the game, try to get get used to it, and just like things like that. I'm freaking, like I say, this is actually really good. It's pretty expensive. You're looking at like $59, $60 just to get the game, but it does come with everything. So it comes with a mat, comes with a whole bunch of cards. Like I said, it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you have to buy your own cards. Everything is already set, unless you buy like expansion packs and stuff like that, which they do have ones for like Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. So I do want to look into those. But like I said, I do want to get the DC one too and try out which one do I want to go with. So far, having fun with Legendary from Upper Deck, of course. They make a lot of cards. A lot of sports cards too. I'm a big fan of Upper Deck. But like I said, I had fun playing the game. Really do. And you know, it's a good way just to pass time. It does take a while to set up. There is a lot of cards, a lot of instructions you have to read through. But I think we got a hold of it, of the basics at least so far. So it's just a fun game to play, pass time. It's awesome. Like you'd be playing for it. We're playing. We're like, oh, maybe we'll just play before we head to bed, and it was like 3 hours later, and we're still playing it. So that's pretty awesome. But that's pretty much it for this week. Not much. Like I said, we'll see what happens with Wizard World Comic Con. We'll see if I get anything rare or any comic books I want to get, toys, posters, and I do want to try filling up this back wall here with a bunch of like posters and stuff. I do have some posters and some little cool artwork and stuff like that, so I might start posting them up in the back here. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you guys like any of my videos, and don't forget to leave a comment of anything, comic book related, video game related, card game related, and give me some tips on what kind of comic books to read. Give me some tips on what kind of other deck building games should I get into. These are pretty cool. I like them. Like I said, that's a great way to kind of just it's a hobby to get into, different type of hobbies to get into. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see everybody next time.